Hello! Back cooking with Chef P and Bonz. The chef is going to take you back here. I come from a generation where we shuck the corn. We take all the shuckings off of it, and we turn it into what we call fried corn. So, with that being said, when the last time you guys had some real down-home fried corn? Okay, we're gonna adjust that camera a little bit there, family. Okay, now you see this corn? You got to take all the corn, and this is a sweet yellow corn grown right here in Missouri. Okay, so we're gonna take the corn off the cob. We're gonna cut it off like so. And for you guys that have never had fried corn, you're in for a treat. You want to take all that off, all that good corn off that cob, okay, like so. And then we're going to commence to put the corn in a bowl. Okay, I'm going to do about four cobs here, and we're going to fry it nice and golden brown. And for you guys that didn't hang out in the kitchen to learn this technique about fried corn, it's a dying breed of vegetable that goes back a long way. If you didn't watch your grandmom do this, or your granddad do this, then you wouldn't know how to fry corn, okay? But I did. I watched a lot of things that my peers did in the kitchen from a southern perspective that they can't teach you in culinary school, okay? All right. Okay, now we're gonna finish taking the corn off the cob, like so. And you want to cut that off. You want all that heavenly glory to come off the cob. And you know, corn makes its own starch, and it makes its own water too. Did you know that? Okay, we're cutting everything off there. And when you cut everything off, it should look like that, okay? That you don't need. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put the corn in my bowl. Good old-fashioned fried corn. The chef remembers. You know? Put that corn right on in my bowl here. Like so. Nice and cozy. Nice and easy. Ooh, how you please me. You got me hungry. Okay, corn is in the bowl. Now we're gonna loosen that corn up a little bit. And I'm gonna add about maybe a half a cup of water to this corn. Okay. And the reason they call it fried corn, family, because it's fried. Okay? So I think I might add a little onions to this, okay? To the fried corn. I like onions. Onions are good for you. Okay, now the next step is, I got my frying pan here. Let's get nice and hot, okay, for the fried corn. Now, next what I gotta do is my baking drippings. I save all my bacon drippings because it makes for the best flavor for cooking ever, no matter what nobody say. You can use all the olive oils and all the little canola oils and peanut oils all you want. But the bacon drippings, you can't beat it. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a half a cup of bacon drippings to the frying pan. Okay, while the bacon drippings are getting a temperature of about maybe 350. Okay, we got that oil getting nice and hot for the corn to be fried. Okay. We're gonna let that get nice and hot there. While that's getting hot, I'm gonna chop some onions up to this here. All right, we're gonna chop a few onions up in here, family. I gotta keep an eye on my frying pan here. I don't want the temperature to exceed over 350. Okay. I'm gonna cut up a few onions in this corn. And it's a very simple technique. It's an old Southern technique, family. That for all you newcomers out there that don't know about fried corn, get to know it because it is a traditional old-fashioned Southern treat. So I got the crap onions. I'm going to put the onions right in the corn like so. And you can put anything in it that you want in this fried corn. You can put your green bell peppers or your red bell peppers. I'm going to keep it simple. Okay? We're going to mix that all up in there. Then I'm going to add a little black pepper to this corn. Not much. Okay. A little black pepper. Then I'm going to add a pinch of all natural sea salt. Okay? Bam. All right. A little bit of sea salt in here. Probably half a teaspoon. And we're going to stir this all up. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pinch of flour. I'm going to put maybe a little flour. Because after all, it is fried corn. And the flour, what it's going to do is bind everything together. And it's going to make, between the bacon drippings, the flour and the corn, it's going to form a slight crust. But you have to keep stirring that corn. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get this party started. We're going to add a little bit of all-purpose flour to this fried corn. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're going to get this nice and stirred up. Okay, what you're doing is incorporating the flour, the pepper, the salt, and the onions all together. Got that all incorporated together, family. Okay. And when you fry the corn, it should look like this here, okay? Not too much water, not too much flour, your onions and pepper, black pepper in there, and your salt. Okay. What I'm going to do now is take this over here to my frying pan. Let me find my old trusty spatula here. Okay. Now, follow me over here to the frying pan. Okay, we got the corn. And I got my frying pan nice and hot there. So, right about now, I'm going to pour this right on in there. Okay. And you want to continue to, you want to keep stirring this until it forms a crust. Okay? Okay, we're going to let that fry on up. I'm going to bring the temperature back up a notch, so this corn can get fried up. Woo! All right. We're going to let that fry. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about in a minute. Everything is incorporated. Yeah, you see that? Wait till that crust form. You got to begin to see the corn fry. Okay? That good old-fashioned down-home fried corn by Chef and Bonz. I just love what I do, family. Absolutely love what I do for a living. Keep in mind, Chef and Bonz can cater any event of your food service needs. All you got to do is hit me up at 310-208-9736. Go Bonz. And I can cater any event that you got to offer. Weddings, family reunions, family gatherings, banquet business meetings. It doesn't matter. Baby showers, adult showers, it don't matter, family. Okay, the corn is beginning to fry up the way I want it. Everything is going to begin to caramelize very shortly here. The flour and the baking drippings in the corn should begin to form a crust. And then all you got to do is make sure that you keep it stirred up. You just keep it stirred up, family, because the crust is coming. As you can see, some of the crust is beginning to caramelize there. And like I said, if you want to give it more color, chop up some red bell peppers in there, or some green bell peppers, or both combined together, and you get to see what's going on with that fried corn. And keep in mind, you can't fry the corn without the fresh corn chucked. You cannot. If you're using canned corn or anything like that, you're out of here. You gotta use that fresh. All right. Let's look at some of the crust that's getting ready to unfold. Yes, Lord. Now, you get this fried corn, and you cook you up a nice big batch of turnip, mustard, and collard greens there. And this can be your starch on the side. And then cook you the meat of your choice, along with some of my different mini flavors of cornbread, buttermilk cornbread, and you'll be in heaven. Okay, I'm gonna let the corn continue to fry. All right, while the corn is frying for a second there, a little bit second, we're gonna see, can I do something else here? La 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 la. And keep in mind, I'm still on the mission of the mini meringue tarts that the chef is going to be offering. Sometime today, I'm gonna go ahead. I've done the pear meringue. I've done the peach meringue tart. I think I've done the cherry meringue tart. Now it's time to do the all traditional classic lemon meringue mini tart. Okay. And see, family, what I do, instead of putting things in the oven as far as browning the meringue, I'm not going to use that anymore. I'm going to use my old trusty blowtorch here. You see my blowtorch? I can use this to brown off any meringue that I want and give it without putting it in the refrigerator. Okay, so much for that. Back to this corn now. Let's go over here and see if it's ready to be turned again. Okay, corn is doing its thing. And that's the crust I'm looking for there. Getting everything fried up here. Okay, fried corn is what the chef is featuring. And you really have to know the elements of what to do with fried corn. I used to go to my grandparents' house back in the day, and I couldn't wait to taste her fried corn. It was like to live for. And bag up a little bit there. And I'm going to grab a utensil. Let me ease right back on in on this corn. I'm at home here. Didn't have anything to do today. 1551 South Grand. I'm going to be back over there shortly. We had a few plumbing issues that we had to get squared away at 1551 South Grand. But I think the plumbers have gotten that squared away, so I'm going to get over there and get everything cleaned up so we can resume 1551 South Grand, St. Louis, Missouri, right up the street from Cardinal Glennon Hospital there. As you can see, now this is the crust I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to crust off a little bit. And family, fried corn by Chef P and Bonz. I think I want to sprinkle just a little bit more black pepper on that though. Give me 1 second. Just a little bit more black pepper. Not much. But I want just a little bit more there. Bear with me. Because you already know you're rolling with the coolest chef in all of the land. And cooking with Chef P and Bonz. It's always a pleasure, family. Okay, now let's add a little bit more black pepper. Now, if you can hear that sizzle bizzle, that's the corn doing its thing with the combination of whatever, with everything else I got in. We're gonna add a little bit more black pepper to this corn, like so. We're gonna incorporate that in. We're gonna stir. We're gonna stir. Okay? That good old fashioned fried corn. The crust is developing like I want. And we are frying it up. Nice classic southern dish. Good old fashioned fried corn by Chef P. and Bonz. Bon appetit, family. You just learned how to do fried corn. You just learned how to do fried corn by Chef P and Bonz. Try it. You're gonna love it. We're gonna let that do its thing for a minute. And fried corn. The flour is the base, family. Don't add too much flour to your bacon drippings. A little water. Incorporate it all together. Throw it in a pan and fry it up. Until next time. Hands on, hands in. Boom.